and quite a few modifications allowed in the front-wheel drive class. So in the right-hand lane there, it's young Douglas Gibble, as it says on my screen, Dougie to the main world. Very successful driver, very successful car. Left-hand side, Paul Criswell. Now Chrissy has been a little bit choppy. Next up, oh, the ladies love this boy. It is, of course, former model, Mr. Neil Knight. And alongside him, bodybuilder extraordinaire, the cheeky chappy himself, Mr. Carl Hart. Now, Neil took last season out, I don't know, buying houses, doing things to his car. So he turned up at every round and talked to everybody else. Well, Carl got off to a good start. It all went a bit peaked on mid-track, and it was the other way round for Neil. Okay, that was our front-wheel drive class. We now move on to the street class. New girl. Sarah down there. Launch in the piston killer. And he should be capable of running 10s all round. Sarah was running a wee bit quicker yesterday. Now the black Supra down there. There's John Morgan. He was known by everybody in the Jap scene simply as Supra Dude, as his handle on the forums, I guess. So he was around in the really early days. One of the first one. 1000 bhp was the registration on his first. I thought originally maybe broken transmission, but then maybe matched on it to limbo or something. Launch control issue. And 12:59 there, not too bad at all. Well, John Stocker out there with the kind of SX. It's his second season now, and apparently he is building quite a serious car back at home. But this machine that he's basically put together himself with the help of a couple of mates, really, they've been quite consistent. James Wilday looking to get back into the 9s firmly, so he'll be looking for a 980, I think. Where he can make changes are useless. Well, considering the rubbish gear changing, Jimmy's 1080 was pretty impressive, but that 11.2 for John. He's spent a bit of time under the bonnet over the winter. So Jeff Ludgate, a man with more race cars than most people have hot dinners in a week, out there with the lemon machine. The R33. In it, I don't know, but Rob Blackshaw alongside him from Solihull in the RX-7. Problems for both cars. Yeah, neither of those guys. Yeah, whereas Scooby Clinic car looks to be more four-wheel drive. Yeah. But it's great to see the Scooby Clinic here because it's been a while since we've seen them. And at the wheel of the Scooby Clinic car. Taylor seems to be lacking a little bit of his morale there. 10.09, 139 mile an hour. It's got to be a 9 in that, surely. Yeah, and the rest, 980 I would have said next time out. That's seriously impressive. And Stuart Williams then has broken very firmly and regularly into the 8-second zone. Not so good yesterday. Was running originally with a relatively small amount of nitrous, but nitrous and turbo, you get an exponential amount of power coming out of a small amount of nitrous. Hopefully, Mark Mosley has got the four-wheel drive system reconnected now. Running two-wheel drive. There for Stuart Williams. Running fat as well, you can see quite a rich mixture on there. I lost a
Bradshaw coming out now, but I was there. It's his front man, right?
There was some reference on Facebook to something.
I lost a bet to Bradshaw on that t-shirt. We've got a gentleman, give a round of applause there in the pink tutu.
Hang on, don't give him a round of applause. Give him a wolf whistle.
Yeah. Looking good, sweetheart.
Hello, boy.
You can steer me anytime.
I think...
Hang on, he's born. It's a woman.
It might have been something to do with what time they were.
Lycra never looked so bad, did it? Yeah. Nearly busting out the top there.
Can I say?
Can he keep a straight face all the way back down to the start line?
We haven't had a wardrobe malfunction. That Lycra is very supportive of moves.
Projected. Don't run away. That must be one hell of a bet. So now out with a launch camera. So this is where they put a camera behind the car.
No, they don't. They just leave it around. I got hold of it yesterday. It was in the tower with me. I did a mini documentary for them.
I'm sure they'd appreciate that, Paul.
Well, probably not.
So John Bradshaw in the incredible 350Z.
So we're looking for a car. 6-second run at 200 miles an hour. We saw one yesterday. We were
Get him down there from Abbey Motorsports. Been with John all the way through from the Skyline days.
It was delayed through the 60. It took a while for it to pick back up again. But look at that mile an hour, man.
Yeah, I mean, that's the first time I've seen that vehicle run. So for me, that was as exciting as you guys being here at japshow for the first time.
Now, this is a man who was chasing after the sixes all last season. Had a few little, they were minor hiccups along the way. Well, I say minor hiccups. Sitting there at the main event, I think, and he confronted himself. Was up on the two-stage for too long in the thing because of the way the trees count down in the other classes that he races in with mainstream drag racing, and it absolutely detonated the plenum chain. There were bits that went flying everywhere. Some clips up on YouTube you might want to look out for. Hello, Mr. Ellis, Mr. Loring. Oh, we are on it. Even Perkins as well. I say, hello, big news. We've got a pro modified car coming at you shortly. There's a pleasant surprise. Anyway,
Leon Green down there now at the moment in the Supra.
He's been into the very low sevens and he's desperate for a 6, and that is the biggest, strongest burnout I've seen in ages.
So are we going to see a 6 here today?
Not sure, but there's
first one of the day as well, so, you know,
definitely an increase in the power.
Let's see what happens, mate.
This is going to be a 7-4 anyway, I think. It's quick. Just put it on such a show. Now, issues for Inti. Hang on, Peugeot 406 Silver, registration M508UAT. In the club area, by the finish entry, it needs to be moved urgently.
Otherwise it will be moved by someone else. So if you've got a silver Peugeot 406 here, up by the finish line gantry, please do make sure you move it as soon as possible.
So, Impy, regular 8-second runner. Then he had all sorts of issues, crashing transmissions. Got the transmission sorted, huge upgrade on the power, and then a few engine problems. They took a few rotor tips off and what have you. Everything should have come back together again. We should now be seeing mid-8-second runs. He wants to head down towards the 7s. Today they're hoping to run about 3 mid-8s and then go magic. And the magic is heading towards the 7s. But it wasn't looking yesterday. And they've been online to Australia. They've got a lot of Australian help with the... I'm sure Jan will bring me the latest information before we go into the racing proper. So David Green are then down there. I got confused yesterday, but never mind. This thing makes some noise. It really does when it's in stage. Oh, it's Shadwell's car.